Mm,
All right. Um, what's your name? Where are you from?
you want like first last name?
Just your first name.
Adrien, and originally from Germany, but grew up in Georgia.
Um, how long were you in Germany for?
Not long, maybe like 2 years, if that.
Okay. So you don't remember anything from there?
I remember the house we lived in, and I remember the backyard because it had a pond. But other than that, no.
Where do you live after that?
From Germany, we went to Virginia, and then from Virginia, we were only there maybe a couple months, and then my dad got sent to Fort Benning, and then that's where I grew up.
So, what are your childhood memories like? What was like the spirit, the feeling growing up?
Oh, um, I was fishing a lot. I was always with my dad, so always fishing, hunting, outdoor stuff. They have a farm in Virginia, so I was always on the farm, just whatever, something that was outside. I was always outside.
And your mom?
She is more of like the inside. She likes crocheting, things like that. It wasn't really my vibe, so but like she's still around and everything.
Or would you say you had a good childhood?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, definitely
strong,
had a good childhood.
yeah, like strong ties to your parents too.
Yeah,
You still do?
yeah, still do. They're still together. Yeah, still talk to my mom every day. Talk to my dad every weekend. So.
That's it. What about you?
Well, I'm Jaden. I'm from Columbus. I've lived there for 14 years. Um, what would I say?
Um, so how was growing up for you? I mean, your mom's sitting right there, so maybe you have less freedom in what you can say.
I mean,
Did you having a good childhood?
oh yeah, I'm saying,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, in all honesty, yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah.
I haven't got too much complaints, nothing. Yeah, it's pretty good.
What are your hobbies?
Skating, skateboarding, animal like research / taking care of animals every now and then. Cooking somewhat,
Really?
archery, bowling. Um, as far as hobbies, that's about it. As far as hobbies,
Say again?
as far as hobbies, that's about it. Oh, and fishing.
It's cool. Mm, so why did you join the military?
Oh, honestly, it was always a thought growing up because I come from a military family. But it was like I was at a point in life where I was just ready to leave Georgia. So here I am, just ready to go. And I wanted something better, and I wanted to give him the same experiences, or at least try to give him some of the same experiences I had growing up.
Mm.
So,
Would you ever consider joining the military?
Personally, no, because I'd rather just really have a dream in skateboarding. Really, I want to put all my effort in skating. I got a pretty good head start in like my company. I have a sponsorship offer. It's going pretty good, and I'd just rather do that.
Okay. You still you in high school right
Yes,
now? All right.
yes, ninth grade.
Okay. You want to finish it and go to college or?
Um, College maybe not. I don't think personally. I don't think it's really worth the effort too much for what I'm planning on doing in my life. If it was like an intervention, sure I'd join, but I don't think it's worth the effort or money for what it would really give you all the way.
Yeah,
Unless I need to.
it's really expensive in the U.S., right? Has it been like in the military? Has it been the way you expected so far?
um, yes and no. I expected certain experiences to be worse than what they were, honestly. Um, so I'm glad that that part turned out the way that it did. But I was also expecting more freedom. Like after boot camp, like you expect to be like, oh, back to being an adult. But yeah, no.
What did you expect to be worse than it is?
Um, The schedule, number one, I honestly did expect like how we do the 5:30 Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I honestly expected that like every single day, um, and the flexibility that me personally that I get. I expected them to be way more strict, but it's not. They're not bad at all. But yeah, other than that, the pay is worse than what I thought.
What's been the worst thing so far?
The worst thing so far. Eee. Them taking my money and not giving it back. I would say that. Like when they make a mistake on your check and you have to wait for them to click. Like that's been the worst. Cause it's like pulling teeth, and then admin doesn't always do what they're supposed to do.
So that and not any of the training stuff or
No.
boot camp or
Boot camp was
whatever?
easier than what I thought, just because I had already been through Army boot camp, and it was more fun, but it was way more strenuous. Like Navy boot camp, we didn't do anything really compared to what we did. So that wasn't it.
Would you ever want to go to another country, like back to Germany maybe?
Yeah. Yeah. I was hoping my orders would be overseas, but it didn't work out that way. So.
Well, you got a pretty nice opportunity.
Yeah, I
out.
did. Yeah, I'll take that. I am thankful that I did get the Pentagon, but my dream sheet was everything overseas. So.
Yeah, but I think it's like a 1 in 1,000 order.
Yeah. That's what I said. I'm thankful. It's a great opportunity. I know it's gonna put me in certain rooms with certain people, so I'm definitely thankful.
So, what do you think could be? Have you ever spent once you got older? Did you ever spend time abroad, like for a longer period?
I spent like 3 months in the Philippines. Loved it there. Was hoping to go back. That's the longest I've been abroad. I have been back to Germany. I've been to Paris, Luxembourg, but I would say still Manila. That topped my list. Like that was perfect.
What about you? You ever want to go abroad?
I'd like to visit. Maybe not live there, but I would like to visit sometime. Maybe like Japan. I love the skating culture over there. For outside the U.S., maybe I'd like to go to Prague too. I'd like to visit the plaza, and that's about it, really.
Do you have any idea or like, does it interest you like that cultures can be different, and that life might be like something completely different in a different country?
It kind of does, yeah, because it's kind of cool because like you only recognize like kind of one certain lifestyle and set of rules, and you go somewhere else and it's different. I'd say that's pretty neat, pretty interesting.
What do you, if you had to name it? It's hard to say probably if you're in it, but what do you like about the American lifestyle and society here?
Compared to what I've seen from other countries, it's more free. You're not as heavily pressured to do certain things. You're not too heavily under surveillance or anything. Yeah, pretty much free streets, essentially. Yeah, I like that. Price is a bit high than other countries, but I'd say it might be worth more than other things.
They're pretty high, but I feel like it's easier to make money.
Yeah.
But it's like really hard to keep it. Like you break your arm, go to the hospital, and then you're broke. Like, what do you think is bad about society here? What's the problem?
To name one, maybe. It's a good question. Maybe. I don't want to say that. Man, that is a good question. How money really affects people in a negative way. It makes them motivated to do certain things. They live certain lives just progressing towards money. They don't really care about too many other things, and there's a large majority of people like that. So then that affects other people. And I don't know.
Like, what kind of things do they do to get to money?
I've heard many stories, like on the news, where like people are hurt, do things to other people for money, like jobs, or people won't be too open to help you if it will cost them money because they they need the money for themselves because like it's easy to make money but hard to keep on to it, and then for others it can be hard for them to get that money back. So it's just they really focused on themselves in a way where it gets to a point kind of thing. 'Cause you can't worry about everybody, but then it gets to a point where you're kind of
Are you like that?
I used to be, but not anymore. I used to be kind of like with my money, actually a few years ago, because like when I started, I have to pay for my own stuff, and then I have to earn money like doing chores. That was alright, but then like I cut the grass, that was alright, but then I'll have to like go do this for the neighbors, go fix this, and then I started paying for my stuff like games and like skateboarding is pretty expensive. Then I kind of got like that for a while, but then I kind of realized,
How do you get into skating?
When I was 6, I was at my grandparents'. I was watching the episode where you probably don't understand the show I'm talking about, where Steve-O, he had turned his apartment into a skate park, and then kind of he had like a band over it. I saw the last clip of that on the TV, and that 30 seconds made me want to skate when I was like 6, and then it just went from there. So yeah, I've been skating for about 8 years now, and then.
It's dope. Crochet, what's your hobby these days?
Traveling, fishing, scrolling on TikTok and finding new places to eat, and like just randomly taking off for a weekend and going there and trying. And anything like artsy where I can be creative, whether it's like painting, sketching, DIY stuff, things like that.
Do you have a lot of time to do that?
It depends on how the duty schedule falls. Lately, yeah, because I've been able to have more weekends to myself to actually have time to do stuff. Not as much as I did like prior to joining, but yeah, I'll say now that everything's starting to settle, I'm getting more time to do that.
What would you do if you had like all the money in the world and you didn't have to do the job or anything?
To be honest, I would probably still work. I wouldn't make it obvious that I had all the money in the world. Yeah, like I feel like I would probably still be like regular. Of course, there's certain stuff like I get another car, another house, make sure whatever's paid for him. But yeah, like my parents' house is paid off, so I wouldn't, they're not trying to move either. So, but I still make sure they were straight. But I'd work. I wouldn't want to make it obvious that I got on it.
So if money's not really important to you, like what is?
I would say family. Like family.
You think that's a good thing?
I would think so. Cause money is like it's here today, gone tomorrow. Like you can have $1 million and lose it in 30 seconds. So, yeah.
What do you think about that?
I mean, I agree pretty much with you.
Yeah, you seem both very level-headed.
Yeah.
All right, I'll wrap it up right here.
Okay.